Welcome back to Dual Destinies, everybody. I'm Nintendo Capri Sun, and I'm so sorry I didn't have a video of this yesterday. It just didn't work out. I overslept, and then I had to stream, and Nico B's finale of Mother 3 was up, so I had to watch that, and then I had to eat, and it's... But here it is, so we're continuing now, and, in the last episode, we had the detective Fulbright on the stand. We basically cornered him to the point where he confessed that... Well, I don't think he actually confessed anything, but... Well, what we did was we kind of tricked him. Simon said, well, I believe you, that you didn't do this. And then the detective, didn't have an emotional response to it. He wasn't relieved that, that Simon believed him. And Athena caught that. Simon knew she was going to catch that. Because now he and her are kind of working together here, and it's so freaking awesome. And, now it's time to check the instant replay. Widget, mon ami, let's do this. Let us take this to the fridge. Press that button sexily. Oh, how much noise is this guy gonna have? I don't know, man. Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad, bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do? Not a single emotion. Wow. Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? That's weird, man. It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom's psych profile. Damn, dude. Well, what did he just do? He, held up his watch for a second there. Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. Whoa! What? What is he doing? Is he jamming my signal? Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, Detective? I'm shrouding my emotions, can't you see? Me? I'm not doing anything. He's trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. Huh. Bird, bird, bird! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. He's gonna be like, no, you're the ones who are cheating. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy. Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. Thank you so much. There. Now you can't hack me anymore. I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us. Wow, this is so weird to see him like this. Wait. I sneeze. Oh, man. God, that's a horrible time for a sneeze, man. Oh, lack of emotion. What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deeply with that accusation. Oh, it's so crowded up here. What's going on? All of a sudden, I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading. Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. He thinks it's funny, probably. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Grah! Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden. What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh. No emotional fluctuation there. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Well, who doesn't? Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, Investigators? Florida Gators. More like for us spies, seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. Ha! A feeling I'm trying to hide? Come on, that's a good one. Oh, you're the ones who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. Make up your mind already. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess. Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right? Well, no. Analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect, because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Alright. Me, the Phantom, know it. Whoa! Oh, he's going crazy. Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you, I have emotions. Oh my god, they just went full, like, on crack with this. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now. What the? How are we supposed to pick out what's unnatural from this mess? I don't know what we can do with this either. This must be his defenses against your ability. So you think this is what he meant by what he's really capable of? I hate to know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, we know he's hiding something, and that he feels threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings and emotion he can't completely conceal. Must be hidden somewhere in his testimony. Huh. Okay. Me, the Phantom, no way. Oh, I'm so sad. I told you I have emotions. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now. Well, I mean... It seems like the one that he has true emotion on is this one. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a monster? But... the question is... so what's the unexpected emotion? Ugh. Well, maybe that's not it. I don't know. Because if you're going to talk about unexpected emotions, then I would say more like, oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have emotions, but yet there's happiness on this one, so maybe... maybe this? No. I don't think so. I've never seen a person in such a chaotic emotional state. But there has to be something here, I just know it. This might be a long shot, but if there really is a real emotion mixed in here somewhere, then it's possible that it would be the one emotion that doesn't disappear. The one that doesn't disappear, huh? Oh, okay, alright. So they all seem to be flashing, like, on and off. But the anger is disappearing there. The sadness is not disappearing on this one. Aha! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I would have thought the anger would be the one. I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear, huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Why? Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... Okay, so let's go over what we know here. He was the spy. He stole it 7 years ago. So we know it's not you failed to steal it because he did steal it. So either at some point he lost it, which of course was that before or after she made the earring, because my mind goes straight to that earring. I know that's going to be relevant at some point, but again, I think it's too early for that. Your identity will be revealed. I'm not sure how. Oh, well, maybe if we found the moon rock on him at his house or something, that would reveal him to be it. Because we never did find the moon rock, right? I'll try your identity will be revealed. Of course. That's it. Enough of Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top-secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. Yeah, this did stand out to me too a little bit. There's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Or I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. Oh dear. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. You are an alien. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Ah. Me afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity. Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Oh my god. It's one of two things here. What the heck? What did he just do? Whoa, huh? Well, that was unexpected. Suddenly Batman over here. Me, I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? Where can I get myself some? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection to the moon rock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. What? Oh, jeez. Maybe he's learned a few tricks from Blackwell over here about... But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Oh, jeez. This guy just turned into kind of a badass a little bit here, and he already was, but it's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. Mwah. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Ugh! Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? My legs are still spread. Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. Sounds like a bunch of noise to me. All I hear is distrust. Distrust of who? As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Oh, he's got a thing of doubting herself. Oh, jeez. This guy might be even more of a psycho than Blackwell himself. Jeez. It's like when they say that one time that somebody said Falco's flying may rival even Fox's himself. Like, seriously? But yeah, he probably does. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses, and it's been key in getting to the truth. What nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well, I will give the opinion of this court. I think everyone in this room is full of shit. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. But, Your Honor, please. Hee 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 hee! Hoo hoo hoo! Ha 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 ha! There, you see. Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely you jest. So does this mean you'll accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Nice. Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology. My fears. Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Hee hee hee, hoo hoo hoo, ha 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 ha. Oh boy, here we go again. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. How did I know? And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Man, just like that, he just turns it off at the snap of a finger. Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Whoosh. Yeah, not so fast. Oh man, you don't mess with him. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Righto-no. Oh, he's conceding that I'm the only one who can do this. Shoot. With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, I believe we can take this motherfucker let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell. How do we always end up doing this? We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well. For being stupid and going off and becoming a poker fuck. Or being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. That was not your fault, Phoenix. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. 2 of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul spectre we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Hee hee hee, hoo hoo hoo, he's just laughing. Trust. Understanding. Fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
He's playing us, big time. Once 2 people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies always. Booyah. Man, we're totally like... Oh my god, we were facing each other in the standoff down there, but truthfully, we're on the same team here. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom! Evidence is everything in a court of law. Or did you forget? I was forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. Arg. I hate to admit it, but he's right. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. This is... I don't know, man. You know, as much as I hate that he turned out to be the criminal, I mean, I'm on board with taking him down at this point, because it seems like he really is. There's no, like, twist coming where it's going to turn out that he wasn't anymore. Like, it's too late to pull back on that now. It's really him. So, well, I guess I've come to terms with that, though, so we can finish this out. Your family, like, who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know, like, maybe my lover, for example? That's the funniest thing you've said all damn case, man. For example, maybe. We need a more concrete answer than that. You need to talk about evidence. You can't even... Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss them so much. And then he laughs. Look how upset I am. Is it any wonder I followed the Phantom's orders? Wow, this guy's crazier than squirrel turds. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock? I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me, with my wealth of emotions, be expected to understand the guy? The Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big. Yeah, like his cover getting blown big, that's for sure. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity, but what? Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock? Well, yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. It's either that when I said there was like two things I was thinking of, that was one of them. The other one, which is completely stupid, but I thought it anyway, is that maybe there's like somehow a camera in the rock. Or maybe the rock is like an alien. I gotta stop using the word alien, I know, but like maybe it's some alien technology that records everything around it or something. Fingerprints can be wiped off. Then maybe he wanted the rock so bad he literally drooled on it and it left his DNA. We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True. But maybe the DNA part isn't too far off. Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. Oh, that's right. She stabbed him. I just know I have something that can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock. Because it has his blood on it. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. Okay. And how afraid are you exactly? I'm so scared I start to shake even when I see the moon in the sky. Do you shake when you see Miss Sykes' earring? Wow. They just suddenly brought that up out of nowhere. Well, to be honest, since the very first time I met Miss Sykes, I felt more than a little frightened of her. I guess some people just inspire that much fear in others. Mr. Wright, you were thinking something mean-spirited and rude, weren't you? Haha, of course not. Let's beef up mind-reading defenses. Now do you understand? The very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock proves that I am not. Man. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. Alright, one last push here. Slam that desk, Phoenix! After all that you've done, how dare you speak the word justice? In justice we trust. I'll say it as much as I want, and with absolute competence. Whatever I say is just. That's how it works in this dark age of the law. Girl, he won't get the best of me with that twisted argument of his. I'll find a way to get him right where I want him. Detective Fulbright, or rather the Phantom, feels fear in regard to the moon rock. It probably has something to do with being afraid that his true identity will be revealed. Right, that's why the Phantom had to take the moon rock with him 7 years ago. In that case, if we had something to show the real cause of Fulbright's fear, yeah. This might be able to expose his true identity. Okay. Well, let me see now. The statement that hit me from the very beginning was this one. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. The thing is, I don't remember there being anything... Well, let me see. So, one of these just had the Phantom's hand during the incident 7 years ago. I mean, that could be it. I mean, the knife, if she stabbed his hand, he had to use his hand to carry the rock. Alright, well, I mean, unless he used the other hand and put it in the bag and took it off. 27 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. Oh man, so what if, like, what if his print or his blood or something was actually on the capsule and he didn't have to worry about it all this time because it was in space, but now that it just came back, you know, it becomes relevant again. And so that's why the timing of this, you know, why he's just now. Yeah, I don't really see anything about blood on the capsule though. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. I'm still thinking I'd rather go with the knife, though.
Objection!
Yep. Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course! That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene and why you were scared of the idea of it being found. You mean if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? The whole time? The whole time? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to that and to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me! Whoosh. Oh man. What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Huh? Did you forget how to act there for a second? Go on, Raidono. You got this. Don't you just love the sound of ice tinkling in a glass? Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right. But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then. Okay. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible! And why is that, Mr. Reed? Because it's devastating to my case! The Space Center will search from top to bottom, and especially the lab. But the moon rock never was found. How can I forget about that? A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. He did not! There's no way. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. He didn't have it under his hat or something, did he? No, it was too big. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that, either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. I think he must have sent it back into space. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. Sorry, I mean, what? That was funny. In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. Alright, Hangman's Gambit time. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene? Alright, well, let's see. Hope capsule, possibly. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. You know what? I'm just gonna try it.
Take that!
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket? He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there's only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket. Blood and everything. Be quite well preserved up there. Huh. Preposterous it would mean that for these past 7 years the moon rock was... Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. Beautiful. Just beautiful. It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. Jeez, man. That I don't believe we've seen yet. A piece of evidence. A vital piece of evidence being in space for 7 years. Jeez, man. I understand now. Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat 1 anyway. The villain, he used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that would reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later with the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. Oh, this makes me so sad, though. So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung on to that capsule for all he was worth until his very last breath. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. An understatement. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I'm not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes. A trap! Now, I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. Jeez. That's what makes a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence.
Oh man, you tell that asshole. Further investigation. More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself, if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Again? Die, Simon Blackwell! Whoa. Hey, you guys aren't really... Uh-oh. Oh, shit. What?! What the fuck?! Why are you here again?! How many times are you gonna do this, Mr. Edgeworth?! God, they love this guy, and I love him too, but man, I think they must love him even more than I do. And I didn't know that was possible. I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? Yeah, it was me, actually. You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Oh. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves. Really? Why? Okay, here's the thing now. I know I said that I was on board with Blackwell being the Phantom and all, but it doesn't mean that there hasn't still been a part of me that just had faith that maybe he's just crazy. Because we really don't still have any evidence yet that it was him. We have evidence that the Phantom's blood was on the rock, but not that it was him. So maybe, and this whole thing with him, like, not having emotions and everything, maybe he's just a little crazy. You know, and that's one thing I've always been scared of personally in my life, was getting accused of something because of how weird I act. In fact, it's actually happened. Like at work and stuff, I've been accused of taking more breaks than I was allowed, when really I was just going to the bathroom. And of course I try to explain myself and I can't do it because I can't look them in the eyes, and it's just like, so they just don't believe me, you know. And anyway, this is not about me, let's just do this. Oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. I really need a webcam for this right now because Tim.exe has stopped working, and this is the point where I basically just let my mouth hang open and stare at the screen for 2 minutes, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to you, but my mouth is still hanging open at the same time because I'm dead too. I bet you guys didn't know that, but yes, I know. I'm just kidding. Anyway, what's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. What? Then does this mean... Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. And he said it was 1 year ago? So he got in with Blackwell. Like when Blackwell met him, he probably just met the imposter? Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. The bird and the sword at the same time. What? What the? His face. Oh, look what you did to my mask. Huh? Oh, this is so fucked up. What is the meaning of this, witness? Man, I really... Oh, something really freaks me out about seeing cuts in skin like that, or holes. Oh. Holy shit. I knew it! I knew it! I had a feeling... I had a feeling about him. Hey Apollo, yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. You were wearing the wrong clothes, my man. Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat One, which was set to be destroyed. Finkel and Einhorn. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is just another mask. Wait, there's another one? There's another face under there? No. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
Wait, what? So you're not him either? Wait, not so fast. I have the Phantom Psych profile right here. If we compile a Psych profile on you and compare the results, it'll prove that you're the Phantom. What now? No. It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means. What? What? Wait a minute. That's... I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. It's not him either. What if it is Hugh O'Connor? But wait a minute, though. I might have my timelines mixed up there. I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. Professor Means? Mask? I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Don't take your... Okay, I thought he was about to unbutton his shirt or something. Oh, okay. I guess he just took that now. What are they doing with this sprite? You can't just put somebody else's head on this sprite and make it into a different person. It looks so stupid. Oh my god, and it's funny as hell, too. Time to take out the trash permanently. How could you? Now, do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence.
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. Oh, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face. So I was wrong about Solomon, and then I was about to say, wait, I've had all my fears confirmed here, because I've always had a weird feeling about him, but then to turn around and, oops, no, that's wrong, that you were wrong after all. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. It doesn't. You just don't care about your face? Or perhaps it is really the case that... Smile. You don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Black Will? That's right. I don't know who I am. I am always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am a nobody. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? Don't ask me, Phoenix. I sure don't know. And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright. Your claims of a phantom trap don't work anymore. I'm so confused right now. Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule? I think I will do just that. So happy. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... It's not here. Holy crap, you boy, I thought he was about to say it for a second there. Oh, no. Oh, no. And they didn't, like, the rock was still in it? Maybe the rock wasn't in it. Is that what Apollo was looking for? It looks like you were finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. That's why you blew it up, then. It's been trying to get rid of it, you know, ever since it came back from space. So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, can you change your face again, please? I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Let us prick your finger. Well, furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. Oh. Man, the judge looks so tiny after looking at that other guy. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono? Oh. Oh, we are both just hunched over and bowing before this guy right now. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace, the moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? I wonder. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there, too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Very well, Mr. Wright, let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove Phantom's identity? Here it comes.
Take that!
Take a look at this. And what is that, may I ask? This is the last fragment of hope that I have. This is what will give us the strength to carry on. I'm just going to pull it out of her ear here. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, for your sake, I will pretend I didn't see that embarrassing display. Please try to get it right next time, won't you? Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, it will still cost you. Ow. Okay, I may have jumped the gun there. Is the moon rock really completely gone? No, I refuse to believe that all hope is lost. Oh man, I can't even read anymore. What evidence will finally prove Phantom's identity? Okay, wait. Okay, let's look over stuff then. Might be something in that picture, I don't really know. Let's see what else we got here. Propel a lighter with an Earth emblem on it. Wait, is it this maybe? It was found in the boarding lounge 1D. Detonated in courtroom 4. Fragments are being analyzed. I don't know. I'm not sure why they gave this to us again. But we have to assume the Phantom is the one who did the bombing, right? He was trying to get rid of it, so maybe... Maybe?
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom, and the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Hopefully, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, specifically right here. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Look, 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 look.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat won. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. Yeah, they said black and yellow, that's what kind of tipped me off there. That's the moon rock, and when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh my, yes I see it. It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable. But that's impossible. A surprise, to be sure, but a pleasant one. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too. Fulbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately. Yeah, I'm on, dude. Don't worry about it, dude. We got this totally. And the results are in. Via Bird. Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it. You were the Phantom.
Objection!
Well, he didn't actually confirm it. He just said, you know what it said. Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? I object and I move to strike! Why? Well, I just wanted to rephrase the question. No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. No, is he gonna have my head now? Oh, no. What the fuck is this game? Now I see why you guys were so anxious to see the result. What? Did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? No! No, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Could this trial get any more insane? The idea of putting heads on bodies where they don't belong is always funny. It always is. But this is ridiculous. This is so fucking stupid. And I love every second of it. Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it, how can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Oh, that deadpan look, though. What do you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd, self. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They're black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happens to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
Actually, I think I will. But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Doesn't even matter. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. I bash myself against rocks all the time. If you go down to Stateway Park, off of I-75, and take a look at the rock 3 feet up from the third tree on the left, you'll see the remains of my skull right there. Oh man, what the hell is this? Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rock. What, now you're gonna be Vera Misham? Ugh. Because that's the only person I think we've seen fall in here. That and Terry Falls. And yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. Haha, I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. But you're sweating more than I am. Look how many layers you got. You're so chunky. You can play for the 49ers. I thought the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Where did you hear that? Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. Oh, why bother? I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to wash. And why not? Because I did my wash, twice. In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you would need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. Well, here we go! But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. Yes, there is. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh, guys, you forgot? Did you really forgot? Oh, well, they're just waiting for me to tell them. There's really no way to prove it? Ha ha ha. Are you finally ready to throw in the towel? I can't believe this. Oh, man. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. I find the ring with the missing stone. I find Snowflake. There's another piece of it right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? Say what now? A final blow that will sink deeply into your forehead and put your brain out of commission for good. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. But not this time. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Oh, you better change your face. You better change it. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock is completely lost is this. Once again, let's try it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Let me finish first. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah! Oh! You mean I have to take this thing off? A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. Man, oh man. This is the defensive sample of the moon rock. Here you are. Force that smile. That's your sample. Force it. What? All this time? It was right here all along? Yeah, well, we just found out like 10 minutes ago that we needed it and all, but yeah, it's here all along, sure enough. No! It can't be! Better change your face! If the composition of the bond fragments in the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the origin of the fragment is in this photo. And since the test results show that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Yeah, so scary. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Oh, she got one for you. Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust, no pride. And I suppose you do? I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me, couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Oh, now it's my turn. It's Apollo's turn. Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I do trust her, and I love her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Thought he was going to say head on. Running away from myself? Huh! How can I run from myself? I don't exist. When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
Now it's my turn. I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand, but people have emotions. It's just a fact of life, and so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another, so they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? Whew. This is like a self-help book or something here. The fear inside of me is this. No. No! Yeah, that's right. Lose it! I'm afraid, I'm scared. Ah! I feel fear! You can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. All this pointing. 3 fingers. Oh, that has to be the thumbnail for sure. He looks familiar, like the face here. My own true face. No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. Wow, this looks really scary. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Is this my face? Is it? Is it? No, that's not it. No, where'd you get the mohawk, dude? Is this me either? Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I? The Blackwell's face. Oh my god. That's right, he's Veramisham after all. If you haven't seen Apollo Justice, you probably don't get that, but... oh man, his face is in the shadows. Maybe we'll just never know, it might just be somebody we've never seen before. He changed into Detonate for a second there, and I was like, wait, is that who he is? Shudder! A sniper attack in this very courtroom. Is that what just happened? I thought that was just for effect. I didn't realize it was an actual gunshot. Because they do that all the time, you know, oh my god. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Unfortunately. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. So we can get him back up and continue this cross-examination torture. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Wright Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. It's over. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being, and they will feed him nothing but mush for the next 16 years. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yes, Your Honor. It's okay, Athena, you're okay. You're not guilty. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, definitely not guilty. Shoo-wee! Oh, man. Yay, so happy, so happy. Oh, look at Phoenix and Apollo. So much pride. Even he's happy. Oh, look at it. I think he, like, smiled a bit there more. Court is adjourned. December 20th, 9:12 p.m. Good God, this case has gone on for... This has been a long day, let me tell you. Pearly, hey, how's it going? I forgot you were here. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. What are you even doing here? And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. You're here too. Trucy, are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. Of course you were. That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Oh my god, this guy is a rectangle with a head. Right, I feel I owe you another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth, you don't owe me shit, man. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Oh, come on, Edgeworth, what are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Oh, yeah, well. We knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to a successful conclusion. Ugh, my spit is all like... Besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? Should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, think we can finally bring the dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Our son? Are you saying we have a son? Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Dude, don't make him do that. It's just not... I mean, he'll smile when he feels like it. He'll smile when we catch the killer. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Such an Edgeworth thing to say. Ah, the complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athena? Uh-oh, who is this? It's Simon. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Yeah, well, I knew what I didn't. I knew if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I was in a panic, and I was manic. Wow. I'm so glad I made it in time. Duh. Just barely, but I still made it. That a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Ah, well. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? Well, my honor-bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? He was... Wow. This guy really is a samurai through and through, man. Well, looks like we can breathe easy now. For a few more days, anyway. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off. Yeah, you bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to clean that toilet. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Wright Anything Agency, the WAA. Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many other people out there who need our help. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. We got a ways to go! But we will do it. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. if we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close. Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Please, no. Please, God, no. Nothing like a bowl of it. Oh! It's totally Elden! Oh my god. All on my tab. Why my tab? Because that's how it works. Well, I suppose it's at least I owe you for cleaning the toilet. As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Damn, dude! When did you get so... not uptight? I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Should we invite the Phantom, too? To finally see who he is? Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman? I'm not generous, you just put me into this communism... Never mind. Under these circumstances, I have to object. Yeah, here it comes. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair, I want to say it too. Okay, here we go.
Objection!
Nice. There you have it. Dual Destinies in a nutshell. Wow, that at the end there, just like, man. I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson. Do you think I should have found him a few legal cases? No, that's okay. This is the Right Anything agency after all. I mean, you do what you gotta do, right? Judy, Thena, and Apollo were so wonderful. I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I have to figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Or maybe I should go with hottest and sun red peppers instead. Gee, I wonder what she's thinking about when she says red peppers. Wow, this was a long game too, but I think this is part 72. Oh, God. The end of the dark age of the law, you say? How naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Well, you're in trouble. I know you're in the next game, though. Or like somebody who's designed after you. And it's like the craziest design ever, but... I saw it at E3. I've been asked to debut the Great Master Ten Mataro. He's scheduled to go up against the Amazing Ninetales next, though. Oh, what to do? What to do? A fight to the finish with myself? Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lair to be the Amazing Ninetales 2? The Amazing Ninetales 2? Caw! So we are to meet as foes, are we, my little friend? I guess so. Takuro Fuse. Or Fuse. Oh, jeez. Would you believe it? I'm a Alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive. I took over after Rex Cuby for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey, what do you think you're doing, Oh. Okay, guess not. Shoes are still there. Well, good to know everything's still going good there. All the houses are still standing, no tornadoes. Hugh O'Connor, I don't know why. I thought for a second there, maybe. Gonna prosecute Athena someday. The old S-E-E. I'm starting my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the Themis entrance exam on my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course. You, Juniper, our dream will live on forever! Man, seeing those characters makes me realize how long ago that case was. I found a really sweet box for all three of them. They won't wear them. Is it because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? Anyway, thanks to this trial, the school newspaper's future is as bright as can be. Now, let's see what the fresh blood has to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy. Ew. That's gross, man. Oh, man. Oh, Gavin! Oh, so good to see you, man. Always good to see you. For one night's only reunion concert, the president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah? I can already hear it now. Oh, goodness. I'm afraid to, like, start talking about something because I'll just get interrupted. I think this place is good cleaning, but it's already a mess again. Well, yeah, you got 4 people taking 2 dumps per day. Yeah, that's 8 dumps per day. Oh, yeah. This is nice music, too. They always have such great ending themes on these games, though, don't they? Ha ha! Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the HATS-3 rocket has already begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. Yeah, I like a small extra large with pepperoni. Hold the anchovies, hold the mushrooms, hold the onions, hold the red peppers. Now, what was I saying? I don't know. Oof, there's something in my nose. I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or Mommy Med comes to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Montes Pyrenees or the Mare Tranquillitatis? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray. Those like mountains on the moon or something? I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again, like you used to. Oh, those robots, I'll tell ya. Poor little things. Hey, dude, I'm sorry I suspected you and then didn't, and then did again, and then didn't. Ready for launch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and for Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know now. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh, man. Now I'm getting really nervous. One last time, y'all. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel. No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused, and you wish for Athena to defend him. Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. I think somebody else was speaking there, and I missed who it was. I have to look over that again and post. Trust me, whatever it is, I will see it, so it's not like it. Well, at this moment in time, I don't know, but... Oh no! So I guess pain is the new gumshoe now? Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills to the prosecutor, yet there seems all in that case has thawed the chill of winter and the load of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude, but I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. Was he talking to me there just now? Yeah, because we know Gumshoe's got a raise at the end of investigations too, so... Oh, Gumshoe's probably, like, killing it out there by these days. Wow, so that was a good game. I definitely... Oh, man. I'm not sure where I would rank it. It's kind of tough to say. Because that last case, man, that really just knocked it out of the park there. I will admit that I felt a little bit lukewarm about the first 3 or 4 cases, though. Well, I really did kind of like the one in the school, though. But, I kind of feel like this one would probably rank somewhere right in the middle for me, though. The No Trials and Tribulations is still my favorite by far. And as much as I hate to say it, you know, it's because, I don't know why, but I think Apollo Justice, the game, I mean, is actually probably my least favorite of the ones I played. And it's weird for me to be saying that because I really love it. But I think part of the reason I love it now is because I feel nostalgic for it. Like going back and watching Luca Jin play it, obviously. But I'm definitely nowhere near as excited about future revelations in the game on that one as I was with Trials and Tribulations, or even with Justice for All. Justice for All would probably be... Well, No, I definitely think Justice for All is better than Apollo Justice was, but that's just, once again, that's just my opinion. Doesn't matter. And then, obviously, Trials and Tribulations is at the top. And the first game, actually the first game would probably be just above Justice for All, and then this one. Well, no, oh, I forgot about Investigations 1. That one's way down there, too, though. And Investigations 1 was good, too. It's just that by comparison to the other games, some of them just fall through the cracks. Actually, I think Investigations 1 might be below Apollo Justice, but I haven't made, like, an official list of this or anything, so I don't know. Investigations 2 would be, like, in second place. Because that game was freaking mind-blowing. But I'll tell you what, though, I had a good time with this. This is good. The 3DS graphics are really cool. The return of all these characters, Pearl and everybody. And the animations, oh my god, the animations were amazing. Return of Edgeworth, as always. I made a mistake earlier in the LP when I said, or I think it was actually in one of the video descriptions, I said that it was Phoenix versus Edgeworth for the first time since Trials and Tribulations. Because actually, that didn't happen in Trials and Tribulations. That was in Justice for All that was the last time that happened. So, yeah. So that was cool. Get to see Phoenix versus Edgeworth, and Phoenix back to being a lawyer again. I guess, like, what else were you going to do with his story at that point? He had his hobo phase, and he got past it, but now, uh-oh. Post-credits scene, huh?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Oh, wow. Oh, everybody can see it from where they are. Oh, no.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
Oh my god, this is so anime. I love it. Poor Phoenix doesn't have anybody to hold hands with because his boy Edgy Poo is off in his office watching from over there. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair and the Earth's gravity, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up away from despair towards a brighter tomorrow. Pooh-hoo-hoo. And there you have it. Oh, that's the end. Wow. Illustrations and anime cutscenes galleries have been unlocked. Please go to Extras and DSL to view them. Don't mind if I do. Well, I'll probably just do that on my own time or something, but oh my gosh. Wow, so there you go, guys. Dual Destinies is done. That leaves only one game left, Spirit of Justice. And obviously, at some point, you know, I'll have to consider doing the crossover with Professor Layton, which I definitely do want to try that. But I think I'm just going to save that for after Spirit of Justice. But, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the plan is here for now. I'm kind of just playing things by ear. But Spirit of Justice is next. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it will definitely happen. So, and I very much look forward to it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all the support and all the terrific comments, and for not spoiling. That's a terrific one. I mean, that's a big one there. I went for so long, like, not reading comments because I was scared of spoilers. And it's nice to know, you know, that I should have trusted you guys from the beginning, because I always knew I could. But yeah, you guys have been great, so I very much appreciate it. Sorry I'm making noise with my desk over here. So, take care, keep the faith, and have fun. See you guys next time. Goodbye.